Hello Prep 2. Our lesson today in science about reflection and refraction of light. Let's begin. Light reflection. Light reflection, it is a rebounding or returning back of light waves in the same medium on meeting a reflecting surface. Light reflection is two types. Types of light reflection: regular or uniform reflection and irregular or non-uniform reflection. What are the differences between them? Regular reflection, reflection of light rays when they fall on smooth, uniform surface, where the incident light rays are reflected in one direction. But irregular reflection, reflection of light rays when they fall on rough or non-uniform surface, where the incident light rays are reflected in different directions, not in one direction. Example for uniform surface or smooth surface: plain mirror, stainless steel sheet, a thin sheet of aluminum. Example for irregular or rough surface: a leaf of tree, a piece of paper, a piece of leather, a piece of wool. Regular reflection: all light rays are reflected in one direction. But irregular reflection, the light rays are reflected in different directions. Laws of light reflection. Before that, we should to know some of definitions and this figure. This light ray is called incident light ray, and the angle between incident light ray and the perpendicular line is called angle of incidence or incident angle. The light ray that rebound or return back is called the reflected ray, and this angle is called reflected angle or angle of reflection. This surface is called reflecting surface. So we have concept related to light reflection. Number 1, incident ray. It intersects with the reflecting surface as a point of incidence. Reflected ray. It reflects from the reflecting surface as a point of incidence. Incident angle or angle of incidence. The angle between incident light ray and the line perpendicular to the reflecting surface as a point of incidence. Angle of reflection or reflected angle. The angle between reflected light ray and the line perpendicular to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence. Again, incident light ray, it is a light ray that intersects with the reflecting surface at the point of incidence. Reflected light ray, it is a light ray that reflected from reflecting surface at the point of incidence. Angle of incidence, it is the angle between incident light ray and perpendicular line to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence. Angle of reflection, it is the angle between reflected light ray and the normal line to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence. Now, what happened? Now, we will study the first law of reflection. Angle of incidence equal angle of reflection. The second law, the incident light ray, reflected light ray, and the normal means perpendicular, and the normal to the reflecting surface at the point of incidence, all of them lie in one plane perpendicular to the reflecting surface. Again, first law, angle equal angle. Angle of incidence equal angle of reflection. But second law, incident ray, reflected ray, and normal all lie on the same plane perpendicular to the reflecting surface. If the incident light ray falls perpendicular on the reflecting surface, what do you think? It will reflect on itself. Why? Because angle of incidence in this case equal angle of reflection equals 0. The second property in this lesson light refraction. It is a change of light path when it travels from a transparent medium to another transparent medium of different optical density, not in same medium, another medium. Example, when the light travels from glass to water or from air to water, two transparent media. So the light refract, it changes its direction. What's meant by optical density of medium? Optical means light. What's meant by optical density? The ability of transparent medium to refract the light. Each medium has its own optical density, which changes from medium to another. For example, air has optical density, water has another optical density, glass has different optical density. So each medium has its own optical density, which changes from one medium to another. As the optical density of medium increases, the velocity of light through it will decreases. For example, in rectangular prism like cuboid glass, if the light ray incident from air, it will refract when it passes to glass, and when the light ray passes from glass, it refracts to air again. The light ray refracts two times, from air to glass and from glass to air. The angle between the incident ray and the normal is called angle of incidence. The angle between refracted ray and the normal is called angle of refraction, not reflection. Take care. The angle between emergent ray and the normal is called the angle of emergence. Okay, now we take some concepts related to light refraction. Angle of incidence. It is the angle between incident light ray and the normal as the point of incidence on the interface. Interface means separating a surface between air and glass. Angle of refraction. It is the angle between refracted light ray and the normal as the point of incidence on the interface. Angle of emergence. It is the angle between emergent light ray and the normal as the point of emergence on the interface. So, again please, angle of incidence. It is the angle between incident light ray and the normal angle of refraction. It is the angle between refracted light ray and the normal. Angle of emergence. It is the angle between emergent light ray and the normal. Now we take the laws of refraction of light. Number 1. When the light ray travels from medium of lower optical density, like air or water, to another of higher optical density, like glass, it refracts near the normal. So, angle of incidence greater than angle of refraction. When the light ray incident from low optical dense medium, like air, to higher optical dense medium, like glass, the light ray refract near to the normal. So, angle of incidence greater than angle of refraction. Number 2. When light ray travel from medium of higher optical density to another lower optical density, it refract far from the normal. So, angle of incidence is smaller than angle of refraction. When the light ray incident from higher optical density, like water, to lower optical density, like air, it refract far from the normal. So, angle of incidence smaller than angle of refraction. Number 3. When light ray falls perpendicular to the interface, means separating surface between two different media, it passes to the other medium without refraction. The amount of refraction for the light ray depends on optical density of each medium. Absolute refractive index of medium. What's meant by refractive index of medium? It is a ratio between the velocity of light through air to the velocity of light through any other transparent medium. For each medium has its refractive index, means each medium can refract the light ray by certain degree. So each medium has absolute refractive index. How can we calculate the absolute refractive index? It is the ratio between the velocity of light through air to the velocity of light through medium. Again, velocity of light through air over the velocity of light through medium, because it is a ratio. So, give reason. Absolute refractive index of a medium always greater than 1, because velocity of light through air is greater than that through any other medium. Natural phenomena related to reflection and refraction of light. Number 1. Apparent shapes of object. A pencil which is partially immersed in water appears broken. A pencil appears broken. Why? Due to refraction of light rays coming from the immersed part in water. Apparent position of object. Apparent position of object. The submerged object in water is seen slightly above its real position. Give reason. Due to refraction of light rays coming from the object. Example, a fish in water seems at position higher than its real position. A bottom of swimming pool filled with water seems higher than its true position. So, to pick up an object has fallen in deep beaker, we must look at it vertically perpendicular to make an incident light ray perpendicular to the interface between air and water, and then it will pass without refraction. Number 3. The last phenomena, mirage. What's meant by mirage? It takes place on the desert road at noon, especially in summer times. What happened in mirage? Object on the road side seems as if they had inverted upside down images. Inverted means upside down. So the objects on the road side seems as if they had inverted images on the wet area due to reflection and refraction of light. Reflection and refraction together. The tree has inverted image on the road. Life application on reflection and refraction of light. Project of soap bubbles toy. Bubbles form the spectrum color when the light incident on it. Thank you and good luck.